Well, join me for just a couple of minutes to look at some tips that make a really big difference to your piano playing. Well, hi there, I'm Kylie and I love to share easy tips and tricks to inspire you to learn the love of music here on piano. Let's look at some technical tips today that are just 3 quick ideas that will really impact your playing. The first tip is just to watch that you're using the very corner of your thumb to play on the piano. Like the other fingers, we want to use the tips to play, but the tip of our thumb is actually more sideways. People tend to slip down on the thumb using the whole thumb. This can often pull down our hand whether we want to or not. So if we're looking to stand up on our thumb but still to action it from this back knuckle like we do with our other fingers, then the contact point is actually that very corner part of our thumb there. The second tip is to watch that your hand is right in over the keys. It's easy once again for beginners to think, okay, I've got to play all these notes out here on the piano. If I'm playing 3 notes together, my longer finger's actually going to sit further into the keys than what my thumb is going to do. My thumb is often going to be quite near the edge of the keys. Likewise, if we're playing a black key, so if I was to play these 3 notes, my hand needs to not be right out here and then diving into the black key. My hand needs to be in over the key as if I was blocking the notes together, even if I'm playing separate notes there. So I had a new student who came in and she'd been working with a band and so had been playing away on keyboard, had a really good sense of rhythm and beat and could execute some different chords to match with a chord chart. But in her first one-on-one lesson, these 3 little tips really made a huge difference to her playing. And the third tip is a really simple tip that can help us to not have as much tension at the piano. So double check that your shoulders are hanging. So you can do this when you sit at the piano when you go to play. Just lift your shoulders right up and drop them right down and check that they're falling all the way. So sometimes I'll just remind people to do 3 quick drops. So lift right up to your ears with the shoulders dropped all the way down. We don't actually want to push down or push back or anything funny there. Just lift and drop so that we're in a really nice natural position. Now what this does is it lets our arm weight not be held up here while we're trying to play. It lets the weight come down and into the keys as we want to play there. The important thing for when we're playing the piano, we really want our body to be nice and relaxed so that our sound can be really warm and making the instrument sing out a beautiful sound. So the year that I was planning to audition for uni with classical piano, I actually went to a new teacher to deliberately tackle my technique and to have me a bit more prepared for the demands that would be coming my way through the degree. And one key area that my new teacher worked on with me was to make sure that my shoulders were hanging down and relaxed while I was playing. I built this habit of playing with my left shoulder slightly raised and I didn't have a clue that I was doing it. So just through that awareness and through making sure that I was dropping my body down, I was able to remove a lot of the tension that I'd been holding up and the weighty sound that I needed could then come down into the keys. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great week and I hope those 3 tips can help you out there. Happy music making. Ta-da!